We are going to talk about the fake Eli Lilly tweet and the real consequences of Elon's actions. So Elon Musk has been basically, shoving his, I assume, mangled directly into his own application that he bought for $44 billion. Basically, things are imploding. We watched a brief synopsis of that. Yesterday, a bunch of resignations came down the line. One of them actually stayed. The person who Elon Musk kept retweeting whenever he wanted to prove everyone that things were actually just fine just resigned. The person who hosted Twitter Spaces with Elon Musk yesterday to tell advertisers that things were actually fine just resigned. Okay, Twitter executives are basically fleeing the boat. Let's take a look at friend of the show, Lol Overruled, and his synopsis or his summarization of the accounts that or what happened so far.
Twitter's collapse in 60 seconds, and it's hilarious, by the way. October 26th, Elon walks into Twitter's HQ as the new owner. October 27th, Elon fires a number of C-suite executives, tries to do so for cause so he doesn't have to pay out their massive bonuses. He will fail at doing this. October 28th, in a meeting with HR, declares that he wants to fire a ton of the staff and do it before the November 1st retention bonuses. Also is worried that some of the people at Twitter aren't real workers. Then declares comedy is now legal on Twitter. November 1st announces a subscription plan, $8 a month to pay for verification, but there will be an official badge next to actual public figures so you can tell the difference. Creates obvious problems for advertisers and also allows Elon to be bullied in a way never before witnessed in human history. November 4th reduces Twitter's workforce by 50%. Immediately.
One thing that he basically missed here, though, after saying comedy is now legal on Twitter, people, of course, did exactly what they would do on Twitter and started absolutely destroying Elon Musk, right? Other than the Tesla account. And one of the things that was super commonplace was people making fake Elon accounts, talking about how my wife left me, Grimes, I love you, or friend of the show, Ethan Klein, my co-host of the Leftovers podcast, making a sequence of funny-ass tweets about how, Elon Musk is best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. And Elon immediately turned around and decided, this is my platform, this is my ball, only I get to play with it, fuck you guys, and yeeted so many impersonation accounts. He first claimed it was going to be, if you clearly state that it's parody, we won't ban you. And then he just banned people that stated it was parody anyway. So, he went bananas mode on that, balls to the wall. And now, a lot of people are taking advantage of the verification process, the pay-to-play verification process, in the exact same way that we told you was going to happen. Why do you think for the past month I've been saying, if he does this, this shit's going to suck dick. This shit is going to destroy the platform. It's going to be awful for the platform. It's going to be awful for the platform. Why do you think I kept saying it? And everyone was like, Hasan, it's because you're jealous. Other people will be able to buy the Twitter Blue verification that you hold on to. And I literally told you, I don't give a fuck about the verification. And I also know how human beings work, that there was always going to be a secondary verification process to basically signify that someone didn't just buy the badge, but were given the badge because they're a public figure. And I was right on that too. And here we arrive at yesterday's news, which I think is fucking hilarious. It's sad, it's tragic, but also hilarious in a weird way. Eli Lilly. Let's finish this video, and then I'm going to get into Eli Lilly. It's my favorite story of the day, and in just my favorite story probably of this month, maybe.
November 4th reduces Twitter's workforce by 50%. Immediately asks some of the employees to return when they realize they can't run the website without them. Changes the policy on parody accounts. November 6th, comedy is no longer legal. Company meeting November 10th says the company is near bankruptcy. Story of Twitter's collapse in 60.
And he took out he sold $4 billion in Tesla stock to keep the company afloat for, this period in time. So like I also predicted months ago, he's not only blowing up Twitter, but he's also blowing up Tesla. He's literally blowing up Twitter and Tesla simultaneously, as is the case with everything that he's ever engaged in. The one time you don't have government subsidies to keep you afloat, you're cooked. As Twitter pursues the goal of elevating citizen journalism, media elite will try everything to stop that from happening. Mainstream media will still thrive, but increased competition from citizens will cause them to be more accurate as their oligopoly on information is disrupted. Yeah, this type of stuff, he's just trying to this basically is the classic fail guy shit. It's the classic fail guy shit where he's like, I'm failing, but it's not because of, me being an absolute fucking dumbass, okay? Because politics is because I'm a right winger and I believe in free speech or whatever the fuck. And that is where a lot of this is coming from. He's also trying to post the way where he's like, the awesome irony of the situation is that the media writing about Twitter, me failing nonstop is drawing massive growth on Twitter. He's like, it's a drill tweet. Like, I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I'm not owned over and over again. Please stop saying I'm owned. This is one of the best stories of all time. Yesterday, Eli Lilly and Company, which is not a real account, despite the fact that when you look at it, it looks real. Company that makes insulin someone decided to impersonate them with a verified badge and say, we are excited to announce insulin is free now. And everybody, was in on the meme for the most part, laughed about it, whatever, except Eli Lilly was not in on the meme. And, they had some issues with that. They definitely had some fucking big issues with that take. So they apologized.
And breaking tonight
for a parody tweet that was made right here. We're going to look at this news story really quickly.
Eli Lilly and Company clearing up some confusion about a fake tweet. This tweet telling people that their insulin was now free. This is a message that went out from an account that had a blue check mark on Twitter. It was liked and retweeted thousands of times. So we saw handfuls of heartbreaking responses from people elated about the news before they then realized that in fact it was fake.
Now, that's why I said it's funny, but it's also fucking tragic. It's funny, but it's also fucking tragic because the state of our existence is fucking tragic, okay? Can you imagine, just imagine how awful this country is and how awful our world is that, someone could just joke about Eli Lilly making insulin free, and that would genuinely improve the lives of millions of fucking people. Eli Lilly turns around and is just like, lol, just kidding. Of course we didn't do that. Don't be crazy. We apologize that y'all thought insulin was free. This thing that you need for fucking survival, it was free. Just kidding. We apologize for those who have been served a misleading message from a fake Lilly account. Our official Twitter account is LilyPad. Let's be clear. Eli Lilly should apologize for increasing the price of insulin by over 1,200% since 1996 to $275, while it costs less than $10 to manufacture. The inventors of insulin sold their patents in 1923 for $1 to save lives, not to make Eli Lilly CEO obscenely rich. Bernie pouncing on that opportunity. Yeah. Now that's the sad part. The funny part is the media will blame the parody account for the heartbreak, but not the company for paywalling life-saving medications. Exactly. And here it is. Eli Lilly lost 11.97%, down 11.97, 3.34%. That's billions of fucking dollars over the course of a few fucking days. Okay. Eli Lilly dives after fake Twitter account promises free insulin, takes Novo Nordisk and Sanofi with it. Elon Musk's new pay-for-play verification system on Twitter shook the pharmaceutical mainstay Eli Lilly. That's a fucking banger. That's a great ROI, dude, right there. $8. One-time payment for $8, and you get back billions in fucking tanking stocks, dude. That's some decent-ass ROI, baby. That's when, Twitter is at its peak. Raphael is correct here. This is basically stating, we regret to inform you that we will not be giving away insulin, a publicly funded invention that was given away by its creator to be given away to people so they don't die. Eli Lilly's stock isn't just tanking because of a satirical tweet on Musk's hellscape. It's tanking because millions of people are asking why they have to pay for insulin when it was made to be free. Investors fear culture caught up with them. More people know insulin's discovery is funded with our money. I don't know. I want to believe that this tweet played a role. Strong statement from the FTC, by the way. Following the security and privacy departures at Twitter, we are tracking recent developments at Twitter with deep concern. No CEO or company is above the law, and companies must follow our consent decrees. Our revised consent order gives us new tools to ensure compliance, and we are prepared to use them. Holy fuck. Also, just a reminder to those watching the rapid changes to check marks on Twitter, that new consent order requires Twitter to assess the privacy and security risks of any product changes or new features. The departures are also attracting scrutiny in Europe, where rules require companies to have data protection officers. Spokesperson for the Irish Data Protection Commission tells me it's seeking more information. Another big departure, Yoel Roth, Twitter's head of safety and integrity, has left. Under Musk, Yoel became the public face of the company's content moderation efforts, especially around the midterms. Musk has now emailed employees saying that the company will do whatever it takes to adhere to both the letter and the spirit of the FTC consent decree. Anything you read contrary is absolutely false. Big business started losing money. They might actually bring down the hammer this time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Remember, folks, you steal from the poor, get rich. You steal from the rich, you'll go to fucking jail. And Elon Musk might be the head honcho at the table right now with all the money that he has. Not for too long, but if he starts fucking the bag up for Eli Lilly, for Lockheed Martin, for all these other fucking famous, wealthy people who now have privacy concerns, who now have security concerns, who are now getting fucked over because people can just like make a verified account and just blast them into space. Ooh, oh brother. They will fucking pounce on his clown ass. Twitter sent an HR email to every laid-off employee acknowledging it's late getting people their separation agreements and release of claims, but the company messed up the BCC and it has become a reply-all catastrophe. It feels like Elon is dismantling Twitter so that the feds have to step in and prop it up with money like you guessed. No, I didn't say that. I said I'm worried that Elon Musk is going to find a way to fucking leverage Twitter to get money out of the government for national security concerns. Don't think he's fucking up the company deliberately. I think he's fucking up the company because he's an idiot. Omnicom Media Group, which is massive. Holy fuck. That is a major ad agency. I used to work with them all the time at the Young Turks. They have now recommended its clients pause spending on Twitter, citing the potential serious implications for advertising on the platform since Elon Musk's takeover last month. I mean, they represent McDonald's, Apple, PepsiCo, some big boys. IPG also pulled, so that's both Coke and Pepsi. Interesting because it's right before the fucking holiday season. There's a reason why they do the upfronts and the new fronts like right now, because holiday spending is huge. Okay? It's like everyone's got their budgets. Everyone has like a way, way larger fucking leeway for expenditure. Like this is when they fucking pump. Q4 is when they pump the fucking ads, dude. That's bananas that Twitter is tanking in the middle of this shit. Pleased to announce that all current loan balance with the Department of Education has been reduced to zero thanks to a generous donation from Mr. Elon Musk. We applaud him for all of his dedication to making education accessible for all. More details to come. # student loan forgiveness is the U.S. Department of Education. This is still available. Like this tweet has not been taken down yet. Me reaping versus me sowing 4 parts. If Elon Musk buys Twitter, he will be the first African-American to own a major social media platform. This is a great day for diversity. Another glass ceiling shattered. Twitter employees have happily censored, deplatformed, taken livelihoods away from people who did absolutely nothing wrong. I'm glad they're getting fired now. They get no sympathy from me. You all deserve this, every bit of it. You've had it coming. Now it's here. Really funny, by the way, Matt Walsh. Sex is a sacred act between a man and my wife. Okay, on the second thought, the new verification process is kind of shit show and makes the site even more unusable than it was already. It also isn't clear what exactly is being verified other than a user's willingness to spend $8. Oh no, Matty boy, what happened? Verification is supposed to weed out the bots and trolls, but instead they've just empowered them even more. Brilliant strategy. By the way, when does the whole free speech thing start? People are still getting banned for the same reasons they did before. That is fucking awesome. Okay? That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. You could have seen that this was going to cause issues from a mile away, Matt Walsh. But he was so horny to be like, to promote his righteous indignation about like all the soy elitist libs or whatever the fuck he's mad at for not letting him be transphobic on the main, on his main account. That he was like, oh man, it's fucking, oh yeah, it's going to be great. According to messages shared in Twitter Slack, Twitter's CISO, Chief Privacy Office, and Chief Compliance Officer all resigned last night. An employee says it will be up to the engineers to self-certify compliance with FTC requirements and other laws. All of this is extremely dangerous for our users, the message says, given that the FTC can and will fine Twitter billions of dollars pursuant to the FTC consent order, extremely detrimental to Twitter's longevity as a platform. Our users deserve so much better than this. The message ends with a link to whistleblower aid. Oh my God. And now, from what I understand, Twitter Blue is now disappearing. Twitter pauses paid verifications after user abused service to impersonate brands and people. The option to sign up for Twitter's new verification service for $7.99 has disappeared for the Twitter iOS app. Twitter CEO Elon Musk launched a paid verification service earlier this week, while he's still posting about how successful it's been for him. Here are Twitter's top advertisers who Elon is desperately relying on for revenue. Sure hope nothing happens that causes them to get mad and leave. HBO, Mondelez, Amazon, IBM, Pepsi's gone. I think Coca-Cola's gone too. A lot of these are gone now. No, some of these guys are no longer doing, they're not paying. Yeah, Mondelez is gone too. Half of these are fucking gone because they're advertising companies. Now, these companies have like so much money that like their digital ad spend is you know, being done through like 8 different fucking corporations regardless. But when you have a major, one of the big 4 ad agencies saying like we're urging our clients to no longer work with Twitter, it's a wrap.